Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're doing great. Welcome to the Olga's Show. And today, of course, it's the first Monday of the month since we are in March. How exciting is that? And welcome to the Healthy Monday. Every first Monday of the month is a healthy Monday because health is important and we all have to pay attention. We all have to work on our health. As a result, of course, every first Monday of the month will be Healthy Monday. So make sure you put in your calendar that it will be every first Monday of the month, 1 p.m. UK time, and please share with other people as well. Together, we can inspire more people to stay healthy. And today is not about preaching something, not about selling. All these sessions actually for you to learn and educate yourself on how to stay a lot healthier, even during COVID-19 times. So anyways, any questions are very welcome. Thank you so much, Mansoor, for your comment. Your videos motivate us. That's exactly what I want to bring. My videos are meant for you to get inspired, to get motivated, to learn, and of course, share with others. Remember, the power is in togetherness. Together, we can help each other. You might share the video only once, but that will keep inspiring people again, and again. So even though I'm not a health coach, I work with a mindset, and still I know the impact on the body through the mindset. And I would like to tell you a couple of examples. Maybe those examples will actually trigger something within yourself, and I would like to, in that case, work through things, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Today's topic is about how your mind affects your body. Let me give you a couple of examples actually from my clients, because the best option is always to learn from stories, right? So one of my clients, she's based in America. What was really interesting, all her life, she was doing things for her children. She has 7 of them. She also has a husband. So as you can imagine, that would always give lots of responsibilities, lots of things for her to do, worry about, and of course, being involved all the time within giving. And what happened once the youngest grew up, and he needed less and less help. Eventually, just before we stopped working with her, what happened, she actually damaged her wrist. She fell on her palms and she damaged both of her wrists. So now for months and months, she cannot do things for other people, right? She cannot do things for her children. She cannot do things for her husband. Of course, here we can argue, well, whether it was her falling down and that was just a coincidence. But you know what happens? When your body stops you, that's because your mind fed up of screaming at you and fed up of stopping you, right? So we should always pay attention to what happens with our body, because our body responds to your mind. So in her case, it was time to step up for herself. It was time to start giving herself some help, herself some support, and stop giving away so much. And that's why she damaged her wrist. Hi, Howard. Good to see you as well. Good to see you on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is a topic about how our mind affects our body. Then I worked also with many other clients. And I'll give you all these examples because I hope you will be able to relate, and I hope that will answer a couple of your questions. So in my client's example, when she damaged her wrist, we had to just start paying attention to her, right? It was all about her now. It was about her taking the time for herself. It was about her giving herself that special quality time, okay? So next example is about one young lady who came to me and she had no voice, okay? So she couldn't speak. I mean, of course she spoke, but she couldn't speak. She had to whisper, okay? She had to whisper. And as we had a session, she was whispering during the first 5-10 minutes how difficult her life is, that her marriage fell apart, that her work is not fulfilling her. So pretty much everything was really kind of not fulfilling her and was really putting her down. So I simply asked her this question. I said, how often do you speak out about how do you feel? How often do you share what happens inside of your mind, inside of your heart? And she said, oh my God, Olga, I don't do it. I have nobody to speak to. and she started crying. Right? So what was happening? Her voice got lost because her mind kept telling her, you need to speak out for herself. You need to change something. You need to verbalize your disappointment at work. You got to verbalize your situation with your relationships. You got to speak about this, right? So in her case, unfortunately, she lost her voice. She was whispering, and we decided she's going to start speaking out. She would go back to her partner. She would also speak to her manager at work. And eventually she started making changes in her life. And guess what? Voice returned as well. And by the way, she had no symptoms of flu. She wasn't speaking a lot. You know, like sometimes people say, yeah, you lose your voice if you spoke a lot, maybe if you're screaming. No, none of them was there. She just woke up one day and she had no voice, okay? So it's important to remember that there's always a reason for why our body stops us, right? But also let's remember that, for example, when right now we have so many conversations about COVID, about vaccinations, about everything that happens around us, right? And of course, as a result, people live in a lot of fear. And when you have that much fear within yourself, guess what happens? Your body gets weak. Okay, because you weaken your energy. And therefore, it's really important to remember that your mind gets fed through the information, right? It's either information from inside or information from outside, right? Information from inside will affect you even more because guess what? It is available for you 24/7. So if you really want to make change in your life, you got to really make change in your mind because that will impact your health. For example, you probably have noticed some people who are constantly negative, like regular negative. Something is wrong in their lives all the time. Things don't go right in their lives. Things just don't gel together, right? As a result, you will notice if you pay attention to their lives that their health will be not the greatest as well, okay? Because everything, remember, there's a connection between your mind and your body. And here's a trick. The best thing what you can do for yourself is to listen to your body. Literally listen to your body. If you wake up and you have lack of energy, of course, we can talk about, are you eating healthy food? Did you go to bed in time? Do you exercise, right? All these elements are really important. And now, right now, I'm not saying eat unhealthy food, don't exercise, don't sleep well, you're going to be still healthy as long as your mind is healthy. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, in addition to this, you got to be really mindful of what happens in your mind. So sometimes if you would wake up and you'll be very lousy, you'll be slightly lazy, you wouldn't be able to operate, ask yourself, why do I feel that way? What happens within my system? Okay, maybe because you don't want to process something, right? Maybe in your mind you don't want to resolve an issue or two or three, especially, for example, if your stomach is, let's say, bloated or you have problem with digestion. That could be a sign for you not willing to swallow and digest what happens in your life. It could be a situation or it could be a combination of situations, okay? So it's really, really important to always pay attention to your body, especially to secret signs. I'm not sure how about you, but I personally came across secret anxiety and secret depression. It's something what not many people know about, but something that affects many strong leaders, managers, business owners, company owners. They have so much stress, but they cannot show it. They have so many things in their mind, but they cannot discuss them because they have to keep the face straight. I call it poker face, right? They have to keep the poker face. They have to give the certainty to their people. And as a result, their health gets affected. They become very tense, muscles tense up, especially the shoulder area, right? Always check with your shoulders. If your shoulders are tense, that means there is something wrong. Okay, that means you're probably overthinking something. If you have strong headaches, right, maybe there is something with your life what actually is not particularly great. Maybe there's something that you overthink about. Okay, if you're sleeping and you're growling, right, maybe if you are really kind of make noise with your teeth, these all could be the signs of you having stress and anxiety. Okay, so it's really important to observe yourself and see what happens with your body. Skin. That's another way how to tell whether you are healthy or not. And again, of course, food, water, it's like here, are really important. Fresh air, exercise, everything is really important. But when you'll be more irritated, when you'll be angry, when you'll be disappointed, when you will have lots of stress, it's going to show up in your skin. Okay, so you got to always pay attention to what actually happens with my body, because your body will always give you a sign. Okay, so when you wake up, the best thing what you can do for yourself is to ask yourself this question: how do I feel today? And if you feel great, that means your mind is healthy. That means everything is good. If you feel pain somewhere, I would suggest strongly, and I recommend it highly, to type in Google Louisa Hay body-mind connection, right? It's not something what I came up. We talk about this already for years and years. And Louisa Hay, I admire this woman. She actually wrote a book about mind and body connection. And she has affirmations for every body illness or pain or whatever else is wrong, right? So whenever you are feeling some discomfort, something is wrong with your body, type in Google this particular issue, Louisa Hay affirmation, and that actually will give you a page about what exactly potentially you are thinking and recently holding in your mind that it is affecting your body. Okay, and next thing what I would like to bring up here, and I know many people will be triggered by this, but it is illnesses such as cancer, right? Very often people neglect that cancer is in everybody's body. Okay, we all have cancer cells. We all have them, but they are sitting there quietly without any activation, without any movement, really, because nothing triggers them. And they have to be triggered, and usually they're triggered through your mind. Okay, and I will answer the question about children as well, because I get these questions again. So what happens when you are, for example, experiencing lots of anger, you are frustrated, you are holding a grudge, you hate somebody, and you constantly think about this, it's going to appear in your body, right? So that's why people always say forgive, and that will heal you. Okay, when you forgive and when we let go, it heals us. Other people not getting affected, but your body gets affected to the connection of your mind. Okay, for the same reason, whenever there's a particular body part which suffers from brain, you can tell what exactly was happening in their mind based on the person's way of living and speaking or not speaking, okay, what they were holding. Of course, if they will ever tell you about, okay, it's quite fascinating when people come to me to work on themselves because they lose hope, because their health is not doing great, because now they have all the finances, right? They earned whatever they whenever they were dreaming about this, and yet their health is not greatest. And it's amazing what happens when we start breaking down what they were chasing and what they were feeling alongside the journey. When we break everything down, it's amazing to see the rawness of that person, right? The emptiness of that person, the blank page of that person, when actually now we can rebuild that person. But we can remove those blocks of negativity, anger, and jealousy and everything else. When you remove all of that, you see a blank page of a person, and then you can rebuild them. And it's fascinating to see the minute they will start dropping. For example, if somebody comes to me and they're extremely successful, they're company owners and they have great life, but they're overweight. It's amazing to see when we reconnect these people with themselves, when we work on accepting themselves, when we work on what they were lacking. And often there could be love from parents. Often that could be they don't put themselves first. Often that could be them not really putting the importance of themselves and putting others first above them. When we work with these all, when we release that all, you see how people start losing weight, Even though I'm not a weight specialist, I'm not a weight coach, right? I'm working with people mindset. But it's amazing to see the results of human body, the effect of the mindset on the human body. So I would like to urge you, right? I would like to really challenge you. I would like to urge you to pay attention to your body. From today, every day when you wake up, pay attention. Am I flexible, right? Can I move all my muscles, right? Can I really be flexible? How is my stomach? How is my digestive system? How are my muscles and everything else, right? Pay attention, because everything will be signaling you what is happening with your body. So I hope this was useful. I just basically wanted to share the importance of how your mind affects your body. In order to figure out what happens in your mind, start paying attention to your body. If you struggle to address it, if you struggle to understand, get in touch with me. Okay, I had multiple cases of people who came to me saying, I'm so healthy, I need to have this health issue, I don't understand why. And all we had to do just to go through their thinking patterns, their living life patterns, their rule of lives, to figure out what limitations, what beliefs they have in their heads that actually cause these health issues to be there. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. And Howard, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for saying these great words. Great advice, Olga. Thank you. So let's start paying attention to our health. The easiest way how you can do it is just start journaling. Just start journaling and ask yourself this question: how does my body feels today out of 10? 0 is the lowest, 10 is the highest. Do I feel like 8? Why not 9? Okay, how would that feel if that would be 9? Okay, how would that feel if that would be 10? Okay, and ask yourself, what exactly is not right? Do you have a headache? Right? Maybe there's a pain somewhere. Maybe something feels like discomfort, right? So start paying attention. But again, let me just tell you one more thing. Don't underestimate, don't underestimate the power of exercising, the power of yoga, the power of healthy eating, and of course, plenty of water. Okay, don't underestimate that. This is not about now dropping all of that, just being positive in your mind. Okay, it goes hand in hand together. Sometimes when people tell me, oh, I went to this restaurant and I got poisoned, I always say, you did not get poisoned with food. Of course, there could be some absolutely food which, is already full of green mushrooms, but you will never eat that, okay? But if you went to a restaurant and you ate the same meal that everybody else and only you got poisoned, that was your mind poisoning that food, because you transmit. Okay, for example, even when you drink glass of water, it will be just glass of water, but if you're negative, if you're angry, if you're disappointed, you're gonna drink water which is not gonna even benefit you. So that's the best thing which you can do is to just to almost like charge. I call it charging. Charge the water which you're drinking with love. Charge the food which you're eating with gratitude and love. Okay? When you're gonna do that, you're gonna transmit good energy into what you're eating and what you're drinking. And then you're gonna be even more healthier. As you can see, I wasn't selling anything today. Today it wasn't about go here, go there. I wanted to sign up for something. Today was a pure advice, because I can see how many people are still unhealthy. And I know why. The minute I start speaking to them, I know why they're not healthy. Because their mindset is not healthy at all. Okay? So start paying attention to your body. And of course, the last thing before I go, I would like to say this. The older you are, the more build up you will have. Okay, so it's okay if right now you have something what is really drastic, right? It's okay if right now you see something what really needs big improvement, because for decades, you were not doing something, or you were doing something against yourself. But the best thing what you can do for yourself is to start changing the patterns about your mind. Okay, so if something is massively wrong, start working with the patterns of your mind. As I said earlier, either contact me and I'm more than happy to help you with that, or just type in Google these health issues, Louisa Hay affirmations, and then you'll find a page which actually will tell you what exactly you are doing slightly wrong and what actually you should be doing or saying to yourself from today to improve your situation. If you struggle, because I know it's quite tricky, if you struggle, in that case, get in touch with me. I'm more than happy to sit down with you and work through your health issues so we can find out where the mind played the trick with your body. Well, that's it for now. Remember, every first Monday of the month is a healthy Monday. So you will hear from me and my guests all about health. Okay, today was about how your mind affects your body. Next Monday, which will be in April, first Monday of the month, we will talk more with my guest about how your health gets affected by your mind. Any questions, you know where I am, just reach out to me. But remember, if you're going to share this video just once, whether on LinkedIn, on Facebook, or link on YouTube, just share with somebody. Share once and see the ripple effect of how everything will get transformed. Okay, you will help other people to transform their health by sharing this at least once. So thank you so much for I really loved seeing you all. Thank you very much for saying excellent advice. I'm glad it helped you. Mohammed saying hi. Thank you so much. I hope you're saying your name right. Chandrakant saying good evening. Well, great to see you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Dr. H.C. Washington from Ecuador. Thank you so much for joining us. Really, really appreciate you joining us. That is amazing. So thank you so much for being here with me today. It was about how your body communicates to you, right? How your body signs are telling you what's wrong in your mind, and I hope you will start paying more attention to this. So have fun watching and observing your body. I hope you will start implementing this, and I'll see you tomorrow. By the way, those who don't know, I do have 7:30 a.m. sessions every morning. Sometimes they get delayed if there's some network issues, but usually that's 7:30 a.m. when I jump with daily challenges. Daily challenges to improve you, to inspire you and motivate you for the day, but also help you challenge yourself. So join me tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. on Facebook or LinkedIn. See you there. Take care and have fun.